Hello everyone, welcome back to another chapter chat. Today we're going to be talking about Chainsaw Man 127. Now this chapter picks up straight where last week's left off, with Asa being once again pursued by the Falling Devil. She uses some great fear tactics, convincing Asa that it's going to be much easier to just let go, let herself fall, and she'll be at peace. Asa starts to realize that maybe this is true for her, but she's about to voice her one regret when Denji grabs her hand, saves her, and the chapter ends off with him telling her that the one way he manages to get through everything is because he really wants to have sex. So my favorite thing from this chapter by far is how Fujimoto manages to balance the goofy, stupid moments like the end of the chapter with Denji giving some genuinely motivational advice to Asa, and it really feels like they're finally connecting properly. I would love to see Asa find out that Denji is Chainsaw Man in either the next chapter or the one after, and we can really see that relationship start to develop more. I like how we continue to see the more psychological effect that the Falling Devil has, as opposed to just the physical. I love her dialogue when she's talking to Asa at the beginning of the chapter. This is just a really well written chapter overall. That dialogue from Fool, the stuff between Denji and Asa voicing her really relatable feelings. I think this is the first chapter where I feel like I'm starting to connect with Asa as a character a lot more. I know a lot of people love her character already. I've felt she's well written, but just not, it hasn't quite hit home with me like someone like Denji, someone like Aki, someone like Power. So it's really nice to see that I'm finally connecting more with her, ironically, just as Denji is also starting to. The way that the dialogue is written between Denji and Asa, it feels very realistic to their characters. Denji doesn't come in and suddenly immediately know exactly what to say to make her feel better. He's stuttering, he doesn't quite know what to say, but he knows that he wants to convince her that, you know, her life is worth living. The first thing that comes to his mind when he thinks of thinking happy thoughts is just cats, dogs, and ice cream. He just repeats those over and over again. He doesn't know what else to say, but it seems to still manage to get through to her. Him convincing her to find that one thing that she has to live for is really powerful, despite the fact that his example does just end up being sex. But yeah, overall, really nice setup chapter for Chainsaw Man Denji's relationship with Asa in the future. I hope we get to see some sort of maybe tag team fight between the two of them and the Falling Devil in the next chapter. I think that'd be really cool. I love the way this ended off. It's the most I've laughed while reading Chainsaw Man in a while, because the chapter's overall really pretty heavy. You got some pretty deep emotions that these characters are sharing, and then you end off on that moment. Just as you think Denji's about to actually say something powerful, it ends off on that note, and Asa's disgust. It's perfect. I wouldn't be surprised if she actually figured out that he was Denji just from that comment, but we'll see how that plays out next week. So yeah, really good chapter. I didn't love it as much as the last few, but very solid. I'll give this one like a 7.5 out of 10. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to check out the rest of my Chainsaw Man videos as well as my other stuff, and I will see you guys in a blur.